Hello, all you fine folks out there in internet land. My name is Sonic Shoe, and it's been a year since our last video. Gunmettle recently dropped, so we've actually been getting back into TF2. We had technical issues for a long time, so that's why we didn't do any videos, but we're back now, so... recently I've been trying to branch out from just Soldier, so I've been trying to get good with other classes, so what you're about to see is Shadow and myself watching a demo of my Spy gameplay, and commenting on things I can improve on. We'd like to do one of these for each class, pretty much. We're gonna jump right in here after a few brief thoughts from Shadow about Spy.
Spy is a class that is all about goals, and it's not a class where you can just not think. With Spy, you have to always think, you know, like, what am I doing? Am I controlling this position? If I'm fragging, does that just mean I'm harassing a certain area? Am I trying to make them paranoid? So you have your long-term goals about what you're doing. Is it area denial? Is it shutting down a certain area and getting as many kills in that area as it picks? And then you have your short-term goals, which are this character right here is the character I have to kill. This sentry is the thing that I have to do because it's damaging my positioning or whatever. So you have short-term goals and long-term goals, and that's what establishes what loadouts you use. So I always find it really funny when spies talk about what the best loadout is for Spy, because there is no such thing. It's all about what you need for your certain goal.
And actually that kind of, my personal opinion, my biggest mistake this entire gameplay was using the Ambassador. I should have been using the revolver.
And see, I told Sonic this off camera, basically saying, like, talking what I told you guys, and one of his mistakes in this AOC, and we're not gonna like talk about it all the time, but is that his Ambassador...
Oh, I'm terrible.
Well, it's not even that you're bad, but like, there's no reason to use the Ambassador if you're not great with it, most of the time.
Because you're just missing DPS.
Yeah, you're missing DPS, because the revolver has such great DPS already. So... And then also, like he said, it changed how he played the game because he was trying to get headshots when he really could have just been focusing on getting DPS and moving around. Alright, let's watch. Alright, so you already made a mistake. You existed. That's your first mistake.
Very
funny.
funny.
Probably trying to not exist. Alright.
Walking into lampposts. Great
so disguise another spot, it's fine. If you're walking around, usually around the other thing. Okay, you get
Missing the Ambassador headshot.
So don't worry about mistakes like that where you just miss, because you'll get better. So that was just, but like, see, you should not have, after you got that headshot, the first thing you should have done was just cloak, because you got a kill, everyone knows who you are, and you also could see that slowly coming. If you just cloaked and ran away, especially with the new
I think that was just kind of bad reaction time on my part, but because I did.
That was fine that you got the headshot, though.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
What the heck am I hearing?
So you're a pyro, see, now the problem is you're just walking straight. You need to try to, you usually want to backpedal and make it seem like you're doing something.
Well, the only reason was I knew there was literally no one
I mean, that's fine, but still, you want to be careful.
I was just trying to get positioning.
See again?
Gotta love the damage reduction on the Natasha. Now you can't 3-shot heavies with headshots. Kinda sucks. It literally, it reduces it by 4 damage.
So, good stuff there, like that. That guy was super distracted. You didn't really even have to act, but you could have. You don't usually, when you walk straight to an entry, when you don't, listen. When you walk up to an entry like that, most of the time, you do not want to face them. See, this is another situation where you should have been cloaked. If you're past enemy lines, and there's 2 entrances, there's no reason you shouldn't have been cloaked there. You had so much better. So, the less you can be seen, the better. You don't. If you can not be seen at all, that's the best. If you have to be seen, you should be in disguise and you should be acting.
Yeah.
That's how it should be, and we'll get better at that. But so again, you're a spy. That's fine because you're in your backfield. I also sometimes like to go scout and just backpedal because you'd be surprised at how if you're moving around like a scout, how little people notice the speed.
And that's the end of that round.
But yeah, so whenever you go for a stab, even if it's like the easiest stab ever, and they're just standing there like AFK, and they are, you can like hear them on the mic that they're like reaching over the computer currently to like set up their keyboard because their keyboard's actually detached, and they're talking about how the keyboard doesn't work. You still should never face someone you're about to stab. Like if you have an easy stab, turn away from them and then flick at the last second if you can,
so that no one else can suspect you.
And it just stays. And then if they turn towards you, they'll be less likely to instantly spy check you. I mean, a lot of people that are good now will, but
yeah,
it's better.
That soldier has like the worst name in there.
Yeah, that was good. See, that was a position. That was good positioning.
Good old demo bugs. It's showing me as still being on blue team.
Yeah. So yeah, you're cloaked, and that was fine. You need to be careful because you run out of cloak there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good. You know that's good. But you walked back towards the other direction when you ran out. So that was good. That was good cloak management in a way. There's no reason to do that headshot. There's no reason to go for that headshot. Because he's running by himself.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, my
positioning.
biggest mistake was even equipping the ambi in the first place.
You didn't even hit. I mean, you could have done a couple shots, but there's no reason to even really put damage on him. He was by himself, and your team was right there. Like he wasn't gonna do much.
And you can't see it in the demo, but I'm checking the scoreboard here. I'm trying to figure out if there's a spawn wave coming. And I see that there's like 6 people dead, so I'm just like waiting so that I don't get ganked.
This is fine. A lot of times though, a pyro with an axe threat is like.
Well, the reason I have the axe is because it doesn't show. Because if someone walked out that door, they'd see the flame.
Well, yeah, that's fine. But I mean, a pyro just sitting there, you should be an NG. Most of the time, unless you know the NG knows that you're doing that. But that's again like, you don't worry about reverse psychology until you know that they're ready for it.
Here's my bad frames and bad ping paying off, and this is just me being retarded.
Yeah, it was dumb.
Yeah.
You could have baited for tried to go for an overhead stab, but at that time, like that would have been the most telegraphed one ever. So this is good. Your cloak. See, last time you weren't, so you kind of learned your lesson.
Yeah.
And you go in here, this is fine.
I probably could have taken that.
And that's fine. You're going. I was gonna say, as long as you don't.
Oh, this is embarrassing. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to figure out what this guy's loadout is so that I have the right weapon. And I could have killed him easily if I had actually been looking at my screen instead of my loadout. So that was really bad on my part.
Okay, so you have a team. So now here's another thing. Like they're Ubered. So why would you go? I mean, yes, I know it's a pub, but what you could do is while they're Ubered and they're distracted, get better positioning. Like you could have gone back here while they were Ubering and there's a team push. And that's a better thing for you to do. Like while they're pushed back, go get as far back as you can.
And that was kind of bad movement, but I was trying to do an illusion. I just moved a little too far to the right when I tried to cross back over, but it almost worked because I actually rewatched that a couple times, and I think he was going to try to shoot down the stairs instead of over to the
you just
left where I was moving, but I just
that was a good idea. That was a good idea. Yeah. Always want to be tricky with your clothes.
Yeah. It's really weird, like watching myself play because, like, I mean, obviously I am when I'm playing, but
see, like, you don't have.
Dude, I'm such a good ambi shot,
and this is okay if you're practicing to get better ambi shot. Then you take those shots and you're just practicing. That's funny, but I mean, if you're trying to play like,
I was kind of doing a combination of both.
It's because the thing is, if you're trying to really, really cause some damage, you're gonna cause more damage if you have good positioning than if you sit back.
Yeah, I know.
Because then you might as well play sniper. So the ambi is great, but you also need to positioning is more valuable.
Yeah, I know.
In most circumstances than just.
And that's kind of what I learned when I rewatched this myself. But
it's the same as real estate, where location is king.
Yeah.
It's all about your positioning. And right here, see, that was a bad decloak. Like it worked out because no one was there, and you did check. But you can't be sure no one's there, and so if you wanted to go for that decloak, you should have tried to go for a stab and be moving, and move closer to your line, because you were really, 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 really right on the open there.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I was aiming at the sniper. I kind of feel bad for this spy. I feel more bad for myself because this is totally embarrassing. I miss everything, but, you know.
And that's like, as you play spy, you'll be able to read other spies better. But yeah, you also.
I already can. I kind of knew what was going on. It was just my aim was really bad today, or when I recorded this.
So, and the other thing is how you interact. This is where acting is interesting. Is like your disguise determines how you interact with your teammates when you see them. A lot of times I try to get my teammates to shoot me. If I know all talk isn't on, I'll tell them to start shooting me and back away or do something. But usually, like, you have to know, like, if you're a pyro, you're going to charge at any enemy you see if they're that close.
That's true, yeah.
So you have to know what disguises use, because you either have to charge them and try to make it fake it, which is really hard because you're obviously not shooting anything.
Just free disguise, and
that was decent movement, except you missed the stab. But then
the fail stab, I got him, but yeah.
Yep. So So you're just
Yeah,
moving back, using the cloak. That's good.
Yeah.
On these stairs, yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Right in the wall there was a good
Careful.
idea. Yeah. Good DMO. Yeah.
I'm just trying to see back to spawn, and I know this guy is deafer
Yeah.
than anything.
See, that usually works.
You know, you see a default hoovy, you're just like, yeah, I can decloak
Okay, that
inside
was
his
risky, but it
eardrum.
was fine.
So.
They probably weren't giving the track.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the
And
time
me
where you know
just
that's
missing every shot,
See, this is the time
you know.
where when you have the Uber, you can choose two things. You can go hide behind the spawn door, which is not a good idea, or you can take out the ambi, which is a
And
good
I
idea.
go and die
No.
there. Very good.
But yeah, but
actually,
you.
no, I forgot I
That was good.
actually. This is where I mess up, but.
But that yeah, you shouldn't have shot him there. But when you were shooting with the Uber,
Actually,
that was
my
right.
mindset there was if I can get him like to come back to spawn, then he's not attacking my teammates.
Yeah, that's
so I was
okay.
kind of just trying to get him paranoid. It didn't work.
Well, no,
but-
that works because either you got like 20 points of damage, so you get free damage on him, or he has to waste his time. So that was actually not bad.
Yeah.
With that reasoning.
I just wish I had
See,
been using the
nothing,
regular revolver.
Nothing is really a bad idea unless it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not. There's no like rules. And this
Yeah.
is the thing I hate when people try to make it sound like there's like with metas. We make some metas. They make it sound like there's rules and nothing. There's no rules about like spy. You can play spy however you want, but if you want to be successful, you gotta be smart about
do
the
what
choices you
works.
make. Yeah. And so that was work, but that idea that idea works if you rotate to the right and you leave that area, which you did. But it doesn't work if you camp that area after trying to bait him, and then he sneaks up on you. Look at my 3 kill streak.
Yeah. That's all for this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Leave any suggestions you may have about future videos, what you'd like to see next, what you think we could improve upon in the comments section. If you have any other tips you think could help me with my spy gameplay, leave the timestamp and what you think I could improve upon in the comments as well. And we'll see you guys next time for another Getting Good at Gunmetal. Peace.